Hello and welcome to Deliberately Creative. I'm Stephanie and I want to welcome you to a fun time. We are going to be pouring agates and geodes on wooden discs, wooden slabs. So get ready. We're going to have a lot of fun using fluid acrylic paints. Let me zoom way out. Fluid acrylic paints that are already mixed up, using the Decoart Pouring Medium. And I have a few that I'm going to show you that I finished with the top coat, and I have a couple tricks for that too. Hey Gail, hi Ian and Linda, wonderful to see everybody. I'm so happy that you're here, and I'm just kind of hanging out for a minute here while we're getting going. I have these are birchwood branches that were slabs, and I bought them at a craft store for it. The sale price says $4, and I had a coupon off that was good on sale prices, so I was able to really get a good deal. And there were, there's 4, 6, 8, 10. So there were 10 of these, and they look really cool, done up like a slab of an agate or something. Now this one has not been, going the other way. This one has not been top coated yet. You see how that looks. A little bit satin, not totally, not totally shiny. But then this one has been finished with the top coat. Hi, Calboon and Lori. Hello. Hello, Carolyn. Hi. I'm so glad to see you guys. Hello, Amanda. You've been wondering about this with pouring. Yes, you can do it with pouring and bits of glitter. Let me focus that. Look at this. With the glitter like the inside of a geode. Isn't that fun? This one was black, metallic gold, and white and glitter. And then it was finished with the top coat again. And this is the Decoart Clear Pouring Top Coat. And it is so easy. Yay, Bonnie! Woohoo! Nice to see you. Okay, guys, this is a live stream for St. Jude's. And I am going to drop the link. Let's see, did I? Yes, I have the link. And hey, Bonnie and Nikki, if you guys are interested, I would love to have you dropping the link. That would be really, really cool. And I am at $800 currently. My goal is to get to $1,000. So my goal is to get $200 today. And this is my last live stream for the St. Jude's Children's Hospital fundraiser event that's going on all month. So this is my last time to get it. Thank you guys so much. I am so excited that you are here. Oh, here, this is another one. Let's see, my color is a little bit off on this. This is a little bit deeper and it's not quite so lime green, but how's that? This is the oh no, not that one. It is Martha Stewart beach glass. Mint and beach glass colors with black and white. Break time at work. Awesome, Mark. Nice to see you. All right, so we're going to get started here. I wanted to just show you really quick though. This was a dirty pour. I just put a whole bunch of colors in one cup, poured it, tipped it, and it made this beautiful agate effect. This was actually done as puddle pouring, and then it was tipped and stretched. The same with this one and this one. To do the puddle pouring, move those out of the way. To do the puddles, I've been using these little needle tip tools, needle tip bottles, and just taking a stick and scooping up paint and dripping it, just so that I get smaller amounts. So, guys, is the sound okay? I really appreciate it if you let me know. Make sure that you're giving me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have never subscribed before. I would really love to see you as one of our subscribers. Thank you so much. And we're going to get started because I'm just having too much fun. I just want to get going on this. Now, I do have some ATC cards that have been cut. I have some cardstock, some cardboard that's like the chipboard from the back of a tablet. So it's nice and heavy duty. I don't think that's going to warp. And then I have some watercolor paper. I was thinking about doing some dipping into the excellent, thank you, Ian, and yay! I started doing lives about 2 weeks ago. So, it's all kinds of fun. So anyway, in the drippage that falls down here, I plan on doing some dipping of some cards because that way we can show that you can do ATC cards, you can get your agates, and you don't have to waste anything. So that's going to sit over to the side. And I think I'm going to run dangerously and do this without putting the gloves on this time. So there we go. How about this? If anybody does a donation in the next 5 minutes, you get to choose from my array of colors the next pour. So let's give you a really good look at all the colors. We have metallic gold and a pearlescent blue, a white, a pearl pink, a pearl red, black, clear, I'll be using in different things, fluorescent pink, this lovely mint green, beach glass green, primary blue, an iridescent green blue. There's also an iridescent blue violet, and this yummy pearly colored purple. So, donation in the next 5 minutes, or the next donation, how about that? The next donation we'll get to choose. And it doesn't matter how much you donate. So, there we go. You want to see the dips? Dips will be coming. But to start off with, I think I want to do kind of a fantasy agate. I'm going to zoom back in on this screen now and move the sticks out of the way so that we can get focused all the way down. There we go. I want to do a fantasy agate. And I think that this one, oh, I forgot to tell you, I coated these on one side with a clear gesso that sort of sealed the wood a little bit, and it gave a bit more of a texture for the paint to stick onto. I don't know if it's necessary, but that's what I did. So let me move that out of the way. Fantasy, and I am going to do it as a dirty pour. You would like to see how I got the glitter in the middle, the rocks in the middle here. The rocks in the middle are this diamond dust glitter. It is actually crushed glass, so I try to be a little bit careful. I also have some ultra fine glitter that I was thinking about maybe using. Don't know, maybe. So to get started here, I am going to do this with a bit of white. You don't need a ton when you're doing it this way. Hey, Nancy, nice to see you. I've got the iridescent blue violet. This is actually a fluorescent pink. I'm going to put a little bit of the primary blue in here because you do need a little bit of a dark just to kind of balance it out a little bit. Where can you get the wood? I got the wood at a local craft store. You can find them because the woodland weddings are really popular right now. I think these were over in the wedding section, and they were being marketed as place cards or as table markers, things like that. Please, I adore that one. Which one do you adore? Just shared the at Facebook and added the donation link too. Thank you so much, Bonnie. I appreciate you sharing. We're moving along. All right. Now, and just because I've got it, I'm going to put some of this pearly pink in here. Just a bit, not too much. And no, I don't want any of that red, but maybe the pearl blue. Now, these little bottles I got on Amazon. They were in a pack of 10 for like $5 or $6. I know that you can get them on eBay. You can find them on Wish and things like that, but I don't tend to buy things off of Wish, so I don't need any more fluorescent pink. Maybe a little bit more of the iridescent. Now, I'm going to have way more in here than I need for this pour. And I do want to kind of draw through it just a little bit. Oh. Okay, we're going to have something pretty happen here. Look at that. That's just the stick. Let me, I'm going to set it right there. I'm going to move these out of the way, these ones out of the way, because they were in potential harm area. So we have this pour, this dirty pour, and I'm going to just sort of pour it on like this, sort of wiggling, and just working my way across just a little bit. Whoa. All right. So now we're going to go across, and I actually want to catch some of that. Because that's going to make a really pretty kind of a pastel. And by stretching it like this, you get more of that agate look. Hello, Stephanie Barlow. Hello, Abstract Boss. Linda. And hello. Oh, yes, these colors are gorgeous, aren't they? I'm looking at this going, yep, I want to just keep letting it pour, sort of pour this direction, because it gives more of that effect of the layered agate. And this pouring medium does actually make cells also. Let's see if I can, I'm going to have to darken this down just a smidge, I believe. Whoop, wrong way. Sorry. There. Now you can see more of the effects that are going on here. Trying to not tip it all out in my hand. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? Just let it drift. But there we go. Doesn't it look real? I am so excited about that. Okay, I'm going to set this over to the side, and I've got this cute little, it's actually a little baking pan, but I'm going to set it to the side where it's level. Sorry about turning myself away from you. That one is not a geode, so it's like a slab of agate. Now, I'm going to save this for a little bit later. Do another one that way, I think, but all right, Ginger Cook had a really, really good thing when she found those tub of towels. Let me tell you. I went and just got my tub of towels in the mail today that I bought, and they actually don't hurt my hands. Woohoo! And there, see? Clean hands. Next piece. All right. Well, so this time, I think, what do you think? I think I'm going to do isn't a baking pan just an amazing idea? I love how clever things can be reused. I'm sorry, I'm ducking out of the way for just a second. So, I'm going to zoom out, show you. These little baking pans, just, I'm going to pick that up and set it on right there. So I got 3 of them for like $8, $9. They work really well as pans to catch things. So there we go. All right, next one up. I think I want to go greens. Yes, the tub of towels are a really good thing. And don't forget, next person who makes a donation is going to get to choose from my array of colors a combination for one of our things that we get to pour. You'd love to paint yourself in that color. You know, that color is a beautiful, beautiful, well, this is what it looks like when it was all mixed together. This is what it looks like just poured. Yep, I've got an idea for that. So we are going to go ahead and do a puddle pouring this time. And this puddle pour, I think I want to go with my greens and maybe the iridescent blue and the primary blue. So let's see. Well, and a little bit, yeah, we go with some white. I have a lot of these little squeeze bottles with the needle tip on it. Makes it nice to be able to pour just a little bit out. See, that's not very much. I'm just gonna not really coat the whole thing with paint, but just tip it around just a little bit. Hello, Tracy Henry. Nice to see you. And Nelson, I really appreciate you being here too. There we go. So I just tip that around just a little bit. I am going to put these different kind of greens and blues. And like I said, I'm going to puddle. And if they splash out a little bit like that one did, no big deal. No big deal. I'm noticing that my table might not be perfectly level. And that's okay. Actually, I think I'm going to slip some of that on the outside of it. This is all just do it as it feels good, you know, as it makes you happy. That green really is not that fluorescent. It really is not that fluorescent. Puddle, puddle, puddle. And I think I'm going to take some of the clear pouring medium. And I'm going to, whoop. There we go. And I'm going to put just some of that clear pouring medium in. And it helps to spread things out a little bit. And it helps to sometimes make a few more effects. And well, I think I'm not going to take any of that. No, I don't want any purple in this one. So we're going to just puddle, puddle, puddle. I'm going to be pouring across, you know, tipping it. So I want to see what happens. And I thought that I was picking up the white that time. See, you never know what's going to happen. I think some of the iridescent blue. I like this blue color. It has a real pretty pearly shine. And I think I'm going to put a couple more puddles. Thank you so much for visiting. Check out the replay, Carolyn. It'll be there. We will be having a replay. Let's see, so I'm going to go ahead and put a puddle of green right there with a little puddle of the blue. Ooh, I like how that primary blue is spreading under here. It's acting almost like my black would do. I think I'm going to do another little puddle of the primary blue right here. Just because I'm looking at this going, I'm not sure what's going to happen. It's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. And I don't know, is Mark still here? He might not be. Hey, Nikki, could you ping Cinnamon for me? Because she said she wanted to be reminded and I forgot to. All right, here we go. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, I want another cup to catch. Isn't that pretty? That looks so 60s mod right now. Ooh. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. That's very, very pretty. How's that, guys? My artistry, hello. Hello, Mark. Yes, MWB is my husband, Mark. And many times we do our, oh, wow. Look at what's going on here. Try and do that without spilling it and with getting it so that the light isn't shining on it. Oh, that is so pretty. I love the cloudiness that's happening down in here. The colors are intermixing. That is looking so much like an agate. Now, I think that this is going to be one of my geodes. I'm going to put some of that heavy glitter in this larger open space. So for right now, I'm just going to set that on top of a cup. And we have this area right here. And again, this is not that electric green. It is a much paler color than what it's showing up there. My camera is not color balanced apparently, and I don't want to mess with it too much while we're in the show. Hey, thank you, Kathy Slyman. Kathy, you can choose my next set of colors if you are interested in doing that. I have red, black, two different pinks, the fluorescent and this kind of baby carnation pink. I have a pearlescent, iridescent blue violet, a iridescent blue, a pearlescent purple. All of these colors that I just used on this one with the primary blue, mint, sea glass green, and iridescent green blue. Then there's also black and white and metallic gold. And an earthy tone that makes this kind of orangey brown tone. So if you want to think about some color combination and let me know what you think, I'm going to grab some of that glitter and drop it into this area right here. So it looks kind of like it was slabbed off of a geode. And what I'm doing is I'm using a craft stick to pick it up and just pour it in. And it starts to sink down. And when it does, it's pulling through. I don't know if you can see that there. It's sinking through, and it's actually pulling the blue that's underneath of that green up into this. Isn't that pretty? You love the pearl colors, okay? I love the pearl colors too. Do you want a all pearl colors, or do you want the pearl colors in the metallic gold? Do you want the pearl colors in a white? So I'm dropping it on here, and then I am pushing down in just a bit to really make contact in that paint. And then I'll give it a little extra line of it in the middle. See, because this glitter actually grabs a hold of, oh, isn't that pretty? I'm really, really excited about this, guys. I hope you are too. And thank you so much to everyone who is here. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate that donation, Angela. Thank you so much. That is lovely. And there we go. We are on our way to the $1,000 mark, which is my stretch goal. I started out with a goal of $100 for St. Jude's. Then I made my goal $500 because I went past. And now, after I went past $500, I said, all right, my goal is $1,000 to help support St. Jude's Children's Hospital and all of the amazing work that they do. So, yes, please. Purple and blues with glitter. All right. We are going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and move this one. Move this one out of the way and let it settle in place. So now we're going to grab another one of our fun slabs of wood. And I think I want to do the puddle pouring again. Thank you so much, Bonnie. I really appreciate all of your help. All right, think pearl essence, blue, blue violet, green. Ooh. So, is that what you want? The pearly blue, blue violet, and green. So we are going pearly blue, the blue violet, and do you want the pearlescent green? This green? Or that brighter? No, I think this green. I think that this green is the one. There might be a little bit of white in this too, just to give us just a little bit of a touch. Just, it makes it nice for moving the paint around to have that little puddle of white underneath. So if that's all right with you, well, we're gonna go. So here we go. We're gonna put another little puddle of white. I love these little needle tools, needle tip bottles. The only thing is you have to make sure when you put them away that you clean the tips really well. Yeah. And then clean your hands. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go pearly blue. And another puddle. I really like how those multiple puddles turned out. So we're going to do that. And the blue violet, which really looks kind of pinky blue, purple blue, but it's gorgeous. And I love the color shifting that it does. You're okay with white. Okay. I'm glad because I already did it. So we're just getting some puddles on here. And then we're going to puddle that green. Did I? Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, well, you got a little extra bright green in there too. I was not planning on the bright green. I was going to go for the iridescent green. A little bit of bright isn't going to hurt it. It might even be the thing that makes it special. All right. Sorry, I get distracted. I see why people don't give others the chat. Oh boy, this one's going to be pretty too. And putting the amount of paint on here, you don't know exactly how much. It's just kind of by guessing, by golly. Oh boy. I am having so much fun. I hope you guys are. Happy accidents. I love the happy accidents, yes. Put a little bit of that on there. I want to rotate it around. Like I said, my table is ever so slightly not balanced. So, a bit of that blue in there. I really like this pearly blue. And a bit more of the violet. And then I think we're going to tip. And then we're going to put some glitter. Glitter works best to be put on the top. Hey, thank you so much for that donation. I appreciate it. We are well on our way. Thank you, Tracy. That was wonderful of you. Here we go. We're going to, oh, maybe I want a little bit more. No, I want a little bit more paint. A little more. Nope, not that one. Well, no, this one. Sorry, indecision happens sometimes. And I want a little bit more white. There we go. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to tip and pour. And I am letting it run right over the bark and stuff down here. I don't have a problem with it running over the bark. We're going to just let it go down. And we're going to pour across. This is stretching the paint out. It's giving some really cool effects. It's making this almost watery type look. I'm going to just use my finger and coax it along that edge. Oh, isn't that pretty? I like how the colors are transparent enough that you can see through. So now I did mix these paints to be more transparent and fluid by mixing them with a higher percentage of the pouring medium. The pouring medium is transparent, so it gives that that sort of layered effect. Oh, that is so pretty. I'm stretching this back down because I want to get the glitter into this white pocket. So I'm sort of letting it stretch back down a little bit. There we go. Now these paints have been mixed for a little while, so there's not a lot of bubbles in it. And I don't ever use a torch on any of my... Thank you so much, Fancy Nancy. We are at 8:45. We are coming in on our $1,000 goal. That is so cool. Sorry, I had to wipe my paws off before I grab the glitter again. So in this pocket right here is where I'm going to put my geode center, which is going to be off center. Ooh, pulling the colors up through. There's green and blue and white, sort of wicking up through the paint colors wicking up through. I've been looking at a lot of slabs, but the thing is, when you're pouring them, there's no way to, hey Ace, nice to see you. There's no way to really say, this is exactly how it's going to look, because paint goes where it wants to go. Oh, so pretty though. Look at that. And then we've got that glitter. Oh, this is so pretty, and so much prettier in real life. Wow. I will take pictures of everything and share them up on my... I will be putting the pictures on Pinterest and on my website and on my Facebook. So on the Facebook group, Facebook page, all of those fun things. Yes, we don't aerosolize any chemicals here. Not something that my particular art practice does. All right, so let's see here. Who was the next one that had made a donation? That was Bonnie. Can you help me? Who was the next one who had made the donation? I'm in Art Brain. Ooh, this is looking really pretty. This cup here. You know what? I think I'm going to put some of these colors out that we have played with. And I'm going to dip a card. Time to dip an ATC card. So I'm just going to puddle pour a bunch of stuff out. Because, you know, that's something that we can do here. I think I want to do this on one of those pieces of the cardboard. This is the back of a tablet that I had cut up into pieces. I'm going to drop it in and go slide. Oh, this is going to be pretty. And then pick it up. Ooh, that's heavy on the blue. Ooh, that's really pretty though. I'm going to sort of let it drip because there's enough on here that it's going to sort of pour off onto that corner right there. Oh, that's neat. I'm just tapping it because this is a piece of cardboard. There's enough weight to it that I can tap and get a little bit of that extra off. Oh, that is pretty. That is going to be a really fun background to use. And with the shimmering iridescence in here, it's getting some little cells are starting to popping through. Decoart does this on its own. You don't need anything else to make cells. I like that it doesn't make ginormous cells all the time. Isn't that easy? It is so easy and so much fun. Let's see. I am going to just grab a little piece of paper and just set that down. I'm just using one of those trays to plop some of these into. There we go. And we have a whole bunch of dark. I want to see if I can get a bit more light into that. And maybe even some white. See, we're just playing. We're having fun and making art. Okay, just going to drop this in and slide. Now the paint is really thick down here. Look at that. Oh, that is pretty. You see how easy this is to make beautiful pieces of dipped paper that you can use for your projects. Now this was a piece of 140-pound watercolor paper. It is going to bow a little bit and arch, and so in just a little bit I can go back and sort of press it down. You know what? I'm interested to see what happens if I put a little bit of this iridescent green blue in here. All right. We're going to just drop it in and see what happens. Ooh. You see how many backgrounds we're getting off of this one puddle that we had here? Isn't that cool? All right. Ooh, I wonder. I think there's enough paint there. It looks like an alien jungle. You sure bet it does. Paint under your nails. Yeah, oh golly, if you do this with kids, aprons, plastic tablecloths, and I would recommend with children, go ahead and do it with the school glue. And just have fun. Stuff that can be washed. So there we go. Look at that. I'm going to set this over to the side. And me and my little brain need to tip this just a smidge. Whoops. There we go. All right. I'm going to take this and I'm going to dip it and see what we get. Yes, it does look a lot like peacock feathers. Okay, we're just going to dip it, squish it, and then lift it. Oh, wow. And then let it drip, because boy, I've got a lot of paint on here. That is pretty though. And yes, it does look a lot like feathers, as that's pulling down around. The neat thing about the paint is that it goes where it's wet. So it doesn't really like to go onto the, like over this edge. It's not really going over the edge because it's not wet there. And it has to go out over the edge and then curl back. So I'm just sort of shaking to get it to curl down. Look at that. It looks like a wave or the inside of an agate. And Ace, most of these colors are iridescent and pearlescent. So yes, it's going to be so cool. When this is dry, I am really looking forward to it. Now I want to tap that corner right there. Look at that. Oh, wow. So we've got beautiful iridescence going on here. It's like a stormy sea. Or, ooh, tidal wave. There we go. Maybe coarse Epsom salts. You know, it might, that might work. I have added things to make crystal geodes. I have one that I've poured already. So you see, what I've got is a canister of the diamond dust. So it's a glass glitter that is really sparkly and it looks very crystal. So, you know, I believe that most of my clothes have some paint on them somewhere also. Well, this would maybe look pretty with some of the more fine glitter, sort of a line of fine glitter going around the outside edge. Let's see what the fine glitter does. You know, I mean, it's just paint. we can, I'm going to live a little dangerously. See how this shakes out. Shaking, shaking, shaking. Ooh, okay. We're getting it in a little bit more. Ooh. Okay. It looks like a frost. Look at that. That is so pretty. It looks like, it does. It looks like frost or the sand, but the crystal sand. How pretty is that? All right, we're going to set that one over to the side and let it do its little drying thing. That was a lot of fun. I love what's going on down here. I want to see if I can capture any of that. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Excuse me. All right, so I'm going to go right here with the watercolor paper again. Because I am part of the design team for the Art Sherpa ATC club, I have started doing a lot more ATC backgrounds and things to get ready to do actual artwork with them. You know what? I want some of that glitter on this. I've got the, this has a little shaker side. It also has a pouring side. So I'm trying to be very careful. All right, we just got a subscriber too. So I'm trying to be careful and only use the shaker side. But I'm just going to put some of that glitter down here at the bottom. Just so it sort of blends in a little bit. Okay, where do we get the crystals? The crystal diamond dust, you get it in the floral department of any of the big craft stores. They, it's the stuff they use to coat the fruit. You know, those plastic fruits that you can find that are, they'll coat them with glue and then they'll cover them with that crystal glitter, and it just makes them amazing looking. We might have to do that someday. All right, so I don't want to waste all of that, so I'm just going to, ooh, I can feel that I've got some glitter down here on the table too. Oh, now that looks like coral and underwater. Because the paint was getting thin on this sheet of freezer paper, it starts making this more almost like the dendritic look. So I am going to put a little bit there and kind of tap. Tap. There we go. Isn't that pretty? So see, we can do so many different things. You are not limited to just pouring on canvas or just pouring on whatever, you know, you think you're limited by. You're not limited. I'm going to drop this over on that tray. I'll show you the tray. There we go. So I have 5 ATC backgrounds. Diamond dust, yes. Yes, it is glass. I do use, you know, precaution with putting, you know, using the craft stick to lift it and move it and such. That's why they, you know, recommend not putting crystal glass glittered fruits and things down where kids can get to them, but it makes such a beautiful effect. So I am going to just sort of ignore that. Actually, I am going to take one of those. I've got pretty much all of the paint up here. I'm just going to take one of those tub of towels that was out and partially used and just wipe up my space. Oh, that's working. Woohoo! There we go. Get that out of the way. Wipe my hands off. Yes, yes, doing dips for your labels. I would, if you're doing sticky labels, leave them as a whole sheet and do your dip, because it's a lot easier to manage a big sheet of label. If you're doing it on paper or cards, you can dip the small ones, like the ATC, the Artist Trading Cards, that are 2.5 by 3.5 inch pieces of cardboard, mat board, cardstock, canvas, heavy paper, all of those things. And you make art on them. And it's a lot of fun. And so the Art Sherpa ATC Club has all kinds of information. If you go to the artsherpa.com/ATC, you can get all the information. Thank you so much. And let's get another geode. Let's see. Do we want to do a dirty pour or do we want to do the puddles? Puddles have been fun. Dirty pours have been fun. Okay, I have to show this. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And that's just the bottom of that cup. It looks like a whole space landscape in there. Isn't that fun? Yes, if you donate $10 and click on the rewards on the Tiltify link, click on rewards. At $10 level, you get one of my amazingly fun stickers that I created saying that you support St. Jude's Playlive and get creative for the kids. And if you go at the $20 level, you get this applied to a magnet. So then you can stick it up on your refrigerator and it doesn't stay stuck all the time. So you can move it around. Now, St. Jude's, I'm going to do my little commercial and then I'll continue. How about that? So that way when I get to the point where I download this and edit it, I've got my commercial in the middle. It's easier to edit it out to make smaller things. Do a galaxy. Ooh, okay. We'll go for galaxy next. All right, St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Started in 1962 by Danny Thomas when he became successful. Several years before, he was down to his last $7 in his pocket. He had gone in and basically gave everything that he had into the offering plate and said a prayer and made a promise. And the prayer was basically, help me to become successful in whatever I do. Help me to support my family, my wife, my child that's to be born soon. And I will build a shrine for you. Well, years later, his shrine became St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And that was made to develop a cure for cancer, specifically cancers that children were dealing with. And because adult cures didn't work for children, they're tiny little bodies. Things that an adult could bear, a child's body couldn't. So they had to come up with new ways of doing things and new formulations. And the point of it was that no family should ever have to pay to keep their child alive and growing and healthy. Their whole philosophy is that you cure the whole child, and by curing the whole child, that means they have family there to help them. They have a lot of love and light and brightness and things that cause joy, because joy is also one of those great things that helps to build your immunity. It helps to make you stronger, and it helps to get you healed. So they have a lot of joy there, along with the things that have to happen. So a $10 donation will get one of those little blank dolls that they can do the actual procedures on and show a child, this is what we're going to do to help you get better. So those little things. Being able to have Band-Aids to cover their little, all of the times they get a needle stick, they have to get a bandage. $1 buys a bandage. $1 buys baby diapers. $3 buys toddler diapers. They cover kids from infant through 19 years old. And if they are ever said to be cured and they've gone home and years later something happens and their cancer comes back, they still are being covered by St. Jude's. As adults, they still get to come back and have curative treatments. So, and still not get charged, because no patient has ever been charged anything out of pocket. They never receive a bill. So that's my spiel here, my commercial. I hope that you share with others. If you can't donate, that's okay. Share about St. Jude's with others. Make sure that they know that St. Jude's is out there doing this work and fighting the good fight. Children had a 4% rate of survival in 1962 from certain types of brain cancer. That brain cancer has now been raised to a survival rate of almost 90%. That is amazing. That's what St. Jude's does. So, okay, I'm done with my commercial now. Thank you so much. I really hope that you guys are having fun, and I'm going to get pouring another piece here. We're going to do another geode, and the request was to go with a galaxy. So, my kind of idea here is, sorry, I've got a snuffly nose. Just a moment. Sorry. All right, so my idea here is that we are going to put white kind of spiraled in on the background, because I want the white to end up pulling forward. I am going to put, actually I have some black in the squeeze bottle. I'm going to take the black from the squeeze bottle. I'm going to put some black. Yes, a merry heart is some of the best medicine. And becoming a positive person and having positivity makes... Where do you pick the rewards? When you... So Angela, if you've already done your thing, if you private message me on Facebook your address, I will send you a sticker, because you had already done it before you knew there was rewards. But the rewards are on Tiltify, and when you go to the donation page, the rewards, it says, hey, did you know there's rewards? So I'm putting black and the primary blue, and I'm just sort of dropping puddles. And then I think I'm going to put, let's see if we kind of do a bit of a line of that iridescent blue-green. I don't know if this is going to even, if it's even going to hang out there. And then some of this brighter green. And then, ooh, okay, I want a bit more black. Because what I think I'm going to do, now I have not done very many swipes. And I know this is probably totally wrong for a swipe, but I want to try swiping on that. And I think what I'm going to do is I've got a little, just a sample of gesso board from Ampersand. This came in my my mystery experience box last month from the Art Sherpa. So let's try this. I am going to swing this around. I'm going to swipe from the black across the whole thing, and we're going to see if we get any type of sort of night sky stuff popping through. Ooh, there's stuff starting to happen. Ooh, indeed, there are things happening. Trying to tip that so that we can see. I think I need to swipe it a little bit more. I'm going to grab a clean stick. I want to swipe right up here so that we go through a little bit more of the paint. Ooh, it's looking like a landscape. We're starting to get that. The cells are starting to pop, small cells, and we're getting almost like looking through a darkened window out into a landscape. Ooh. I'm going to blow on it. Because by blowing on it, it pops any little tiny bubbles. Just blowing on it. And look at that. Now we've got stars. It does. It looks, oh yeah, going up like this. It looks like the Milky Way. Oh, that is cool. And things are going to keep happening here with it. I'm just going to let it drip down just a bit. I want to fill the edge of that. And maybe the edge of it this way. There we go. Oh, that is so, so cool. It's almost like being in, that's what it is. It's almost like being in a cave and you're looking out into the Milky Way. Look at that. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, make sure it does. It looks okay. It could be a comet. Okay, so did I get outer space? Did it get to be outer space? I think it did. Although that really bright green right there is bothering me just a bit, so it's not going to be there anymore. And I'm actually taking some of this gray that's happened down below from down in this board and just picking it up and getting a little bit of that going on here for that down low area. Okay, so there we go. That one's not getting glitter. That one's not getting glitter. All right, so I'm going to go and do a little recap right here. We'll pick this up, show you what we've done so far. First off, we had this beautiful pearlescent dirty pour. Then we went to this really pretty geode that was puddle poured. And then we did another. And this one was the one that Kathy suggested the colors for. Then we have this one, which was just, oh, so pretty with that frosty glitter. And then we poured the Milky Way. and we have done 5 ATC cards for backgrounds. Isn't that fun? All right, guys. So if anybody out there wants to share this and see if we can get some folks in, that would be awesome. I am going to quickly, if you guys don't mind, I am going to quickly, with my painty fingers, get on here. I'm going to share real quick that we're still live. You know, got to do that. Got to do it every once in a while. And see what we... I'm just doing a quick thing here. Live now. Smiley face. Go. All right, we're live now. Yes, the section where you would find these wooden slabs, the wedding section, the glitter you find in the floral section. Yes, GAC 900 to keep your fabric flexible. You would definitely want to add some of this to your, add that for your fabric painting if you were doing the pouring. I am going to go ahead and, let's just see what we get here. Not quite enough paint is what we get right here. So I think this one is going to be this is going to be a really dirty pour, where we take and pour out all of the little leftovers right now. See what we get. So I'm just pouring this around really fast. Ooh, oh, this is going to be interesting. There we go. Pouring down, 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 down. Okay, I'm going to let it pour against my finger. So that's going to keep some of the paint right here on this edge on. And we're going to move around. And we're going to pour down along my finger on that one. This is looking cool. So the pouring medium that I am using right now is the Decoart Pouring Medium. I had gotten a container of it, a small container of it, from Decoart. And then I loved it and went and bought myself a half a gallon of it. So see, I'm letting it pour down to my finger, but I'm letting it pool. Because by pooling, I can then let it come back. Oh, that's neat. Let's see. Actually, let's see. I think I'm going to just scrape my finger off right there, because I don't really want to lose too much here. This looks like an alien landscape. Yeah, I don't really pour to get cells either. I like seeing what happens. If something happens naturally, that's awesome. But I'm not going out of my way to get cells. Now, I've poured some things that made amazing cells using the Liquitex pouring, using the Decoart Pouring Medium. So I poured a really cool clock face that I still have to do the video showing how, oh. See, now this is looking like a geode. This is starting to get that agate look going. Or it's a snowy, frozen landscape coming down. All right. So I'm just going to make sure that I don't have too many big drips underneath. Touch right there because it was a dry spot. And we have another poured piece. We're getting so many cool pieces here. All right. And then really cool sticks. Yeah, I have so many videos on pouring, and I love sharing. So check out those videos. Ask questions. I try to get in and answer the questions as frequently as I can. Thanks to you guys, I have now made it to over 50,000 subscribers. And I am so tickled by that. You know, when I started this a couple years ago, I had no anticipation of being somebody that would have that many subscribers. So, all right. Hey, Cinnamon. Nice to see you. I finally remembered to ping you. That's why you got the ping, 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 ping really quick in the middle of my video. I just said, hey, I got to stop and do this. So there we are. We are at $845 raised for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So, doing a real quick again, a recap. We have a beautiful pearlescent agate slice. We have this geode right here with the crystal glitter. Then we have this one that is these beautiful pearlescent colors and the crystal glitter. And this one that has that ultra fine silver white glitter. And that one that looks like a Milky Way sky. Then we have the beautiful dipped ATC cards. And now you can see how the colors are starting to dry and they're shifting a little bit as they dry. That's because this one is that piece of cardboard. So it's picking up through the transparency of these paints. It's picking up that color of the cardboard underneath. There we go. And we have these pieces here also. So we have 5 ATC cards. And there you go. Yes, I am glad that I've been found also and that people are subscribing. It's just mind-boggling to me. All right, I'm going to just set this on top of a cup. And I want to do something that is the this kind of earthy, that sort of earthy colored, orangey tone that's like these guys. Now remember, this one is coated with that top coat pouring medium, or pouring top coat. This is actually 2 coats of that pouring top coat. I'll bring it up even closer. Let's see if we can get it to focus up here. There you go. So now you can see this one and this one were done with similar colors. This was a dirty pour and this was puddle poured. This looks kind of like the eyeball So there we go. Yeah, oil does not mix with acrylics. It creates a barrier. That's what oils do, is that they create barriers. That's why they use it to lubricate things. It is a barrier and makes things slippery. And, you know, yes, people are using it, but I don't recommend it. Not in my practice. I'm looking around. I know you see me looking around here, and I'm going, where did those other pieces go? Where did those other ones go? Oh, there they are, right in front of my face. Then we have these two pieces also that are dry. This one has not been coated with the pouring top coat. This one has been. So you see that glossy shine. I did not put it over the top of the glitter. So the glitter was left uncoated. And you can see how this pulled all of that black that was down on the undersurface of this. There we go. So heavy body paints, you would definitely need to thin them. I would recommend getting the airbrush medium to thin the paint some, and then use your pouring medium as the carrier for the paints. How's that? All right. Oh, I've got my right here. So I'm going to put black down as my undercoat on this one. Come on. Oh! Did I plug up the tip now? Ah, there. Black down as that, kind of like how I used the white before, just to give us a little bit of slippage in the middle. And these are all mixed. They are all craft paints. They were all mixed with the Decoart Pouring Medium. And I have all of the recipes for all of the paints, the mixtures, down below in the more information box. So please make sure and click that. Expand the box, because there's tons of stuff down there. And if you are here after the live show and you want to know how you could donate, the donate link is down below in that more information box also. There we go. So now I'm going to do a couple puddles of that pretty kind of rusty orange. This is a mixture of Martha Stewart carrot and chestnut with the Decoart Pouring Medium. And then I want, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. I want some of the metallic gold, and I will grab the other bottle. And put some metallic gold in the middles of these. So we get a bit of a stack up here. Almost looks tribal, or I don't know, peas in a pod. Brown peas? And I think I'm going to put a little bit of black in the middle. The neat thing about this, you can just layer and stack your colors. You know, you are not limited in any way by what you can do. If you can imagine it, you can do it. So there we go. This is really getting a lot of gold. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Do you need to use an isolation coat before you pour on wood so you don't get support discoloration? You know, potentially. What I did is I did not use an isolation coat. I used, doesn't it look like monster eyes? It does. I just used clear gesso on this. This particular wood doesn't really show a lot of sap. coming through. So if I was pouring on pine, I would definitely be getting this totally coated with something to keep it from discoloring. Because pine has anything that has a ton of sap in it, it could cause some funky discolorization. Okay, so now I'm just sort of pouring back and forth. Pour back and forth on that. Ooh, you know what? Okay, so looking at that and going, all right, I need to do another couple puddles on here. Oh, come on now. Urgh. I don't have a needle handy. Ooh, I do. I have a beading needle. Beading needles are long and flexible and clean out these tips. But I think that what it is I might have something chunky on the inside. So we're going to go off of that. Plan B. Plan B is where you take a stick. Kind of like that. Ha-ha. Tiger stripes. That's what it's making me think of. Tiger stripes. So we're going to get in here like this. And then get some gold in those. Back and forth gold. And this lovely orangey color. Isn't that fun? There and there. And then another little drop of black. Boop. Boop. A little bit more this. And I think that, well, and then finish with the black. All right, get those out of the way. And now we're going to tip back and forth. I'm just going to tip back and forth. It's actually going, I think this is actually going to end up looking very, very much like tiger eye. Because of that iridescent gold that's in there. Let's see. I'm going to put a little bit of black on here. I want it to actually drip down that edge. And then a bit of the gold. And a bit of the orange. And then a touch of the black again. Monarch butterfly wing. Ooh, yeah. Whoa. Don't want to lose that. Oh, wow. Well, to make it monarch, what I would need to do is add some white dots. But I think what I'm going to do is just let that continue pouring off this direction down just a bit. But before it drips off, I want to kind of catch it and press it into the wood around the edge. There. Oh, how's that? And that looks like a striped agate. That looks like a striped jasper. And it does look a lot like tiger's eye also. I want to keep the stripes kind of going across, so I should not lift it and hold it going the other direction right now. Only holding it so that it tips keeping those lines straight. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, so now I need to... I am really excited by this. I hope you guys are. Yes, Jasper. We are getting all kinds of really cool effects here. Now I need, let's see, I need to shift some of these pieces that are on my tray so I can get this one to fit. Ha-ha! All right, we got it on the tray. We are getting such a collection of amazing stones. And I hope that you guys are enjoying it. If you are here and you've never seen my channel before, welcome. I'm oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much! Guys, we're at $945, Grammy Burrow. Thank you so much for your donation. That is amazing. I so appreciate it. Woo! All right. So exciting. Thank you. And we're still pouring. So we're going to grab another piece of wood here. I've got 2 more of these pieces. And then I think we'll do some more cards. And thank you guys so much. I so appreciate you all being here. And like I was saying, if you are new here and you've never seen me before, I'm Stephanie of Deliberately Creative, and I am so happy that you're here. Thank you for joining us. And if you like what you see, go ahead and click that like button and the subscribe and join us for future videos. There we go. Oh, okay. I am looking at, I think that I want to do one that is the fluorescent pink, the violet blue, and purple and black. That could be interesting. So, but I think what I'm going to do is actually put the fluorescent pink down. Hello, Shelley. So I'm putting some fluorescent pink down as my base underneath. And this really is a fluorescent pink. It actually does fluoresce under a black light. So that's kind of exciting. We're just going to get this lovely puddle of fluorescent pink. I'm sorry, I just moved clear out of the screen. All right. And now we're going to put kind of a squiggle of some black through here. I think I'm going to make this sort of a long puddle pour where you sort of puddle in strips, I guess, but not necessarily clean strips. They're just strips. This purple is so yummy. It makes me think of candy. It has a beautiful iridescence. This is actually folk art, plush purple, and it is a pearlescent. So that's where we are right now. You see that pearlescence? It's amazing. So I think I'm going to give it a little bit more black. And a little bit more. Yeah, I am putting quite a bit of paint on here. It's okay, you know. We really don't use that much paint in this particular mixture, you know, particular mixture. We don't use that much paint in this particular style of pouring. Okay, so I've got that moved around some. I want to put a little bit more of this pink in here, this violet. Violet, you're turning violet. Sorry, my Willy Wonka world just hit. And then I'm going to give it another touch of black and a little more of that lovely, lovely purple. Okay, so now we're going to get it back and forth. This is making almost another one of those landscape rocks, but I think we're going to end up, oh, we'll see. We'll see what we end up with. There's going to be a lot of black on it, but that could be like a rainbow obsidian or something like that, where you get that shimmer. Because look at that shimmer. Oh, that's really neat. Oh, wow. Okay. See, I surprise myself sometimes, and I hope that you guys don't mind being taken along on my little adventures. Something shiny in this would be amazing. Yeah, I want to see what the see, I want to get a little bit of paint up on the wood here. Just a little bit here and there. We're pretty well, ooh, wow, we are pretty well covered. Look at that. That shiny pearlescent and that bit of the, if you look here, deep inside now, you can see the fluorescent pink coming through. You don't mind at all? Excellent. I am so happy that you guys are here and that you don't mind being taken along on my little adventures into outer space and into the inner space of agates and stones. I'm tapping it. This is, you know, a hard piece of wood. So I can tap, 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 tap. Move the paint along on it some. Because now we're getting lacing. Look at that. Where it's separating out like that, that's lacing. And that just is naturally occurring because of the Decoart Pouring Medium and the densities of the different paints. Bye, Tracy. Thank you so much for coming. It has a lot of depth. You're looking down through this whole thing. It is so amazing. Wow. And again, you look at it different ways. It looks like right here, looks almost like a landscape, looking through at a pink mountain with dusty clouds going by. Maybe it's a nighttime view of a volcano and you see that heat glow. Isn't that lovely? Wow. Okay, so now I have to find another spot to set things down because I have now totally overwhelmed my setting down space. I've done more than I thought I was going to do. Well, actually, I had thought that I would do all of the pieces of wood. I didn't realize I was going to do all of these other pieces. Oh my goodness. I'm getting stuff all over in my ring. Black paint in the ring. Yes, that's why you're not supposed to wear your rings when you do art stuff. A rose in a fog bank. And Shelley sees the mountain. Yes. Hello, Art by Kim Ann. Nice to see you. So, there we are. I don't think this one's getting any glitter because it got that really beautiful lacing going on. and it has all of that pearlescent shimmer in the paint. So this one I think is going to just be au naturel. And let's see if I shift that way, get those out of there. I can set this right here. Awesome. And it is now time to wipe my hands off again. Okay, I got to get a little bit of this off my hands. Oh, gee, Mom, that is awesome. Thank you so much. It is so much fun to do these. So our earlier pieces that are starting, some of them are starting to dry. We've got glitter on some. We've got crystal diamond dust, glass, crushed glass glitter, which is what they would have used on the old German ornaments and things like that, the old Christmas ornaments. And then this one that just looks like a piece of tiger's eye, that metallic gold in there shimmers. This is going to look so pretty once it's got a coat of that top coat on there. All right. Then we also have a tray of really pretty backgrounds of ATC cards, which are the ATC Cards 2.5 by 3.5 inch cards that you do art on and trade with other people. And I am a member of the Art Sherpa design team for ATC, for their ATC club. And if you want more information about the Art Sherpa design team, after this, I will go and put that information into the more information box down below, because I forgot to put that part in there. I wasn't sure I was going to do ATCs. Yes, Liquitex Pouring Medium is way sticky. It is like honey in many cases. It is much more difficult to get off of you. But this Decoart Pouring Medium is coming off with the little wipe that I'm using here, this Tub of Towels wipe. Not sponsored, not trying to be, just I'm trying them out for the first time because I knew this was going to be something that I needed to wipe my hands a lot. And or I would be changing gloves a lot. There, okay. All right. So we are at the 945 level. That is awesome. I am so excited. And now I think I want to figure out another combination. All right, guys. Give me 3 colors. Check out what you want to do for Christmas. Have I ever poured on glass ornaments? I have not poured on glass. Just a moment. Let me reach behind the curtain here. Let's see, where'd it go? I just saw I have poured on paper mache balls. But we could actually pour we could pour some of these on the paper mache ball. Okay, so teal, green, purple. Okay, that's the first 3 colors. I guess green, green, green. Well, we're going to do teal, green, purple, and white. Teal, green, purple, and white. So, are we going to pour it on the ball? Or am I going to pour it on the last of my wood panels? I have a small wood. Or we can pour it on the ball. Green, metallic copper, and deep Prussian blue. Ace, that would be an awesome combination. But I don't have a metallic copper. I have my This is carrot and chestnut that's mixed together that's giving me that sort of coppery tone. I have a metallic gold. I have pearlescent blue. Ooh, I haven't used the red much. I don't have any yellow, so I'm getting the ball. All right, we're going to pour on the ball. So, and we are going to do teal, blue, purple, and white, because that would actually go with the purple base that's on here already. And I'm just going to break it loose. See, what I did is I took a skewer and poked it into the ball to give me something to hold on to. Because otherwise it was just on a string. Pearl-X on the inside of a ball. That would be really pretty. This is a paper mache ball that isn't translucent or transparent. So that wouldn't work. But the really pretty, ooh, maybe a dirty cup with those colors. I think I like the idea of a dirty cup with those colors. So we're going to move that cup back. Set this one here. I'm going to set the ball down. Okay, I'm going to have to first, before I do, oh, you guys almost got me. Before I do that, I need to find something that I can set this in so that it will not, see, nope, those things are too tall. I'm almost got caught without having a place to set this. That would not have been good. So I have a craft room mug. So there. Now I've got a place to set it down. You buy Decoart Pouring Medium. You can get it online on Amazon. I believe Michael's is starting to carry it. It is not in Canada yet. They are working on getting it into the Canadian distribution line. They haven't quite got it yet. They're working on that. And they're working on getting it into Europe, but they don't have it there yet. At least that's what I had heard. So, but yes, you can get it on Amazon, and if you kind of watch the pricing, they I got a half gallon, and I think it was $20 for the half gallon. So that would make it like $40 for a whole gallon, and Liquitex Pouring Medium right now is about $55 to $60 for a whole gallon. So it is less. It's new, and so sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the prices to come down and equalize. But Decoart, being a big company, they definitely work with getting these things down into a pricing range that people can afford. So teal and purple and blue and white and a little more teal. I know I'm putting a lot into this cup. It's okay. We'll just dip some more things. There we go. That is a full cup. So now what I need to do before I start twirling this baby around is move things out of the way so that I have space. See, these are all the things that you don't see when I'm doing my video on demand stuff, because I cut this bit out. Where do I get it again? I get it on Amazon is where I find it. You can sometimes find it in craft stores, but right now it's still new, so it can be a little bit trickier to find it in wide areas. But they are working on getting it into all of the big craft stores. So, yeah. And Decoart is cheaper than Liquitex Pouring Medium. Yes. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to wipe off my table, because if I'm going to dip into the drippage, I want it to be a little bit more consistent with just the colors that we're going for. Just get this cleaned up just a little bit. Okay, so this cloth is definitely really wet, which is good. It's good, except when it's not good. So I just have a dry paper towel also. All right, so letting that paint. My cup was sitting in stuff. Look at what's happening there. Isn't that pretty? All right, so we're going to pour right over. We're going to see if we get like an iridescent agate type of look. I'm just letting it drip, 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 and then I'll flip it around and we'll see what happens on the other side. Ooh, that's actually looking pretty good. I want to give it a little bit more from this direction. There we go. So this could end up looking like a big marble. Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. I will have to look at that. The wipes that I've been using, I found out about them from Ginger Cook. Tub of Towels, heavy duty cleaning wipes. They are actually, these are the large size. You can get a large size and a small size. And it was like $12 for that big tub of how many? 90 huge wipes. And these are like 10 by 12 size wipes. So now, drip, drip, drip. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And it's getting, all right, so now we're getting cells. We're getting reflection. I like these deeper colors and the iridescence. Big blue marble earth, yes. This would be a really cool way to make the planets for if somebody was doing one of those, you know, where you have the little teeny tiny ball and then you just keep getting them bigger and bigger and bigger to make a solar system. That is so pretty. I love that. And look at the little cells that are happening. And okay, I am going to have to tip it back the other way because it's starting to run down the stick towards my hand. So this one is going to be a little bit more of a trick just because there's so much paint here. Ooh, we're getting the lacing. So that purple really does a lot of the lacing. I like that. The purple is mixed with the Decoart Pouring Medium, and it is the Folk Art Plush Purple Iridescent Pearl. That is cool. So we're getting all kinds of, could be like clouds. $24 for 32 ounces. That's a good price. I've been getting mine in the gallon size for $56 on Amazon. Now, that was the last time I bought it. It was $56. I believe I saw it $58 just recently for a gallon size. I use enough of it that buying a gallon is, it's worth it to me to buy a gallon. And many times, the bigger the container, the smaller the price per ounce. Okay. It's running down the stick. And there we go. All right. So this is my last night that I'm going to be doing live for St. Jude's. I am $55 from my final goal of 1,000. So if anyone is interested in helping support St. Jude's, I would love to see that number rolling up there to the 1,000 mark. The neat thing about the way this is running is that St. Jude's Playlive is going on all month, and Playlive is actually an event that started with gamers over on Twitch, and they've sort of adopted some of us creative people over here on YouTube also. They've allowed us to sort of jump in on their already made project, which is really neat, because by more people being able to do the live streaming for St. Jude's has gone from a goal of $1 million this month for the Playlive, and they made that goal in the first week and a half, 2 weeks. So then they made their goal $1.5 million, and they made that by the end of the third week. They're at 1.8, and they've got just a couple days left, and they're hoping to get to that $2 million mark. And that $2 million, your dollar that you donate goes into that $2 million pot. So we may think that our little bits of money, our $1, $2, $5 donations don't really make that much difference. They do, because our donations are going into a bigger pot of a donation. And this whole pot of money that's being raised by the people that are doing Playlive, it all combines together. And $1 million keeps the lights on for almost half a day. That means paying for the food, paying for the research, paying for the care, paying everything. $2.4 million is what it takes to keep the lights on and do everything they need to do for one day. That is mind-boggling, because in 1962, when Danny Thomas and his partners that went in on this with him built St. Jude's Hospital, they built it for $2.5 million. The entire hospital was $2.5 million. Now it takes $2.4 million a day. So, isn't that cool that our donation? Whoa, awesome! Guys, we're at 995. Woohoo! Thank you so much, Christine. I so appreciate that. And oh, wow. We are doing all kinds of things. Lori, I will show you in just a second all of the things that we've done. I'm actually going to, I don't know if I want to pour or dip into that puddle, or if I want to let that puddle right there dry and then get used to make what he doesn't know won't hurt him. That is so amazing. Oh, wow. It's really funny, because I've been going around and donating on other art streamers, and my husband Mark has been going around and donating on other art streamers, and we're ending up donating on a lot of the same art streamers. So we've been donating on everybody else's also, because we feel that strongly about St. Jude's. making their, making all of their stuff available without a bill for any of the patients. Okay, let's see. I'm going to just see if I can balance that like that. Ooh. I've got a little ball over my head. Yes, I'm going to save this as a skin. I'm not going to dip in that one. But I have this amazing cup of gorgeousness. And I have one more of these slices. And I think that that amazing cup of gorgeousness is going to go on this with some white. Oh, okay. So I wasn't putting my caps on as they were sitting here. Oh, okay. That white is good. And yeah, the ball is going to be dripping. Okay, here we go. We're going to pour this right over the top of that white. Oh, that is still so pretty. Okay, so I need a different cup that I'm going to let it pour off in. We're just going to, this one as a dirty pour. Oh, wow. And then if we do it to the side like this, it's going to stretch those lines. Stretch them down. There we go. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? The shimmer. Yeah, isn't that great? Oh my gosh! Woohoo! Sorry guys, that was a huge loud. I hope I didn't hurt anybody's ears. Thank you so much. I am so excited. Ah! Yay! Thank you guys so much, all of you. We made the goal. It wasn't just me. We made the goal. We helped by adding our love and our oh my gosh, I can't hardly talk. We made the goal. I didn't just make the goal. We made it together. And that's because being a creative family that we are, I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this right back on that edge. Just a little bit. Because I want it to pour down off that edge just a little bit. There we go. Oh my gosh, guys, thank you so much. And if you are having fun with this stream, I hope you are. And if you are, go ahead and click that like button and the subscribe so that you'll be notified when new videos go up. I do intend to do more live shows. They just won't be fundraiser shows. There. See, we're just having fun here. This is beautiful. Although I think, let's see. I'm going to see about doing a bit of kind of like a crack or something. Sort of like a crack in the paint. Because I think I want to try and get some crystal into this one. Yeah, Mark, isn't it great? We made it to the goal. And it was a we. We all made it together. Okay, so I'm turning it around. Sorry, I went off screen. Turning it around, and I'm still tapping it. And I'm trying to see if I can make that white sort of end up being kind of like a crack. Thank you so much for the subscription. That is awesome also. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to try and get the glitter into that crack. What do we think? Think that's going to work? Having that puddle there. Well, thank you so much, Tom, for subscribing also. That's lovely. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, all of you. Oh, wow. Okay, now we're going to get that glitter. And I'm going to kind of hold on to this. Let's see if I can move that. Ha, there. I can get that out of the way there. Ooh, there's a really pretty drip on that. That drip right there is gorgeous. It looks like a flower down inside of it. Oh my. Okay. So I'm trying to, because I spilled that paint right there, right in my way, it's going to make it a little bit tricky to show as I do this. But I'm taking the glitter and I'm trying to line it up on that crack, on the white, so that it's sort of like a fissure going through the stone. You know, and if the glitter kind of goes over the edges, that's okay. It just means that it's got more crystal that's grown outside of that. Sorry. Ooh. Okay. There. The stirring stick looks like it has a witch painted on it. Which one? Which one? I don't know which one. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so I hope that you guys have enjoyed this stream, that you have had fun hanging out. This glitter is so amazing. That you've had fun hanging out, that you have enjoyed being here, and a straw might work for tight spaces, yes, and so does a pipette. I believe a pipette might. Maybe not. Pipette, not so much. Oh, actually, if I were to cut off the end of the pipette, I could use it like a scoop, like a straw. Now I get it. Now I get what you're talking about, Sue. Thank you so much. That is an awesome idea. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really had so much fun. Now we're going to do a quick little recap through, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit to make it easier, I think. Hopefully. Okay, so we have the ball. And I'm going to swing it so it's back out of the way. Then, for your viewing pleasure, we have this lovely pearlescent purples and pinks and blue. There, that's a good angle. Then we have this one right here, which is almost, I mean, it's not dry yet, but it's almost dry. Look at that. With the glitter. Then we have this geode right here. Let's see if I can, I'm trying to get it so I can show it to you better. There. And there's much more detail and depth to the colors. So I will put a little slideshow of all of these after they're dry on my Instagram. So if you are interested, my Instagram, you just look for Deliberately Creative and you'll find me. Hey, Madonna. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much. Wow. That is amazing. We are well past our goal and we're continuing on. That is amazing. I really like how this one's turning out. Very much like a starry sky, nighttime Milky Way. Isn't that cool? Then we have this one, which looks like a slab of tiger eye. It's a metallic gold, black, and a mixture of carrot and chestnut. And all of these colors and their mixtures are all listed down below in the more information box. That's your favorite one, Ace? Thank you. Then we had, because I have to say that this one is really kind of like one of my favorite ones too. There we go. Look at that. Metallics, the lacing that's going on, the landscape, kind of misty mountain and all. The black stirring stick. Okay. The black stirring. Oh, the black stirring stick down here. Okay. I love how, oh yeah, I see it now. You have to look at it from a distance. You can't look at it right up close. So this one, kind of like a picture agate or something like that. But I was actually, I was thinking this was more like the rainbow obsidian. Thank you so much. Yeah, they do look like real cut stones. Isn't that neat how pieces of wood with paint on them can look like stones? And Carolyn says rose in the fog. And I see that also. Yes, I can see that also. Then, oh, yep. And then we had this one with our lovely crystal crack going through it. Set that down. And then we have 5 ATC cards that were dipped. So much fun. So much fun. I really appreciate you guys so much for being here. So many ways to look at them. Yes. For the ATC cards, no, I won't varnish these. I won't varnish the ATC cards. The Decoart Pouring Medium actually dries to a very nice satin finish that isn't sticky. So the wood pieces, however, I am finishing them with the top coat from Decoart. See that? I will zoom in. We'll zoom in again. See? So I will finish the slabs. So this one has not been finished. So you see that sort of satin. And this one does not have any finish on it yet. And it's got that sort of satin finish. But this one, the stone has been finished, but I didn't put any of the medium, the top coat, didn't put any of the top coat on top of the actual crystals. So, there we go. It makes it look even more like stones. But they're lightweight because they're easy to move around. And what I will do, because people will ask, what do you do with the backs? I will just paint the backs off black. Either black or white, just to finish them. So that way, you know, it looks nice. And it would also give me a place to sign my name. And I could even attach a little hanger to the back of them so that they could be hung. These could work out as Christmas ornaments, tree ornaments, or ornaments to, you know, decorations to hang on a wall, or to decorate a tray that's been filled with resin and make it look like slabs of stone filling a tray. Wouldn't that be pretty? With the crystals on, would I need to use a spray varnish? No. Actually, with the crystals on, I used the pouring top coat. I just poured a bead of it around and then used a stick just to kind of make sure that it got right up next to it, and just tipped it. And then I set them flat. The instructions say to tip on a 45-degree angle, but then all of your top coat slides off. Yep, that would be a good way to do it too, Catherine. Just sanding the backs. Now these are cut on a bias, so there's a slope with the and thank you, Rose, for subscribing. The bark is on here too. So if I sand, I'm going to be sanding through this paper bark. So that's one of the reasons why I was thinking that just painting it would actually be better. I could just paint the bark and then sand off the backs though. That works too. All right, guys. Maybe crackle paste and gray on the back to make it look like stone on the... Oh! Scott, that is an awesome idea. That is an awesome idea, to use a crackle paste and or like a spackle type of stuff and put that on here. You remember the video with the tipping the top coat. And yeah, tipping the top coat, you lose a whole ton of the top coat. But if you pour on in a reasonable thickness, not too thick, and just let it sit, it dries all the way through in just a few hours, and it dries all the way through. This one has 2 coats. This just has 1 coat. I could go 1 more coat, and it would give almost like a resin type finish. So, things to think about when you're doing this. So, and look at that. Kind of fun. Put them in a box as a presentation. I hope that you guys enjoyed these stones and geode paintings, the ATC card dipping, and all of the fun and shenanigans that we got up to. I really appreciate you guys being here, and I am going to have to sign off because I haven't eaten dinner yet, and it's past dinner time. So I need to eat, and I want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I really appreciate you being here. Remember to go out and do something creative. Take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you. And I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for all of the donations. It's so exciting. We made it past the goal. Thank you.